views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities that they represent. What up, y'all? It's that time. It's 7 o'clock on what day? On a Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. We are in the building, sidestepping as usual, like clockwork. You can set your watch to us, y'all. 7 o'clock on a Tuesday. 7 o'clock Central on a Tuesday. I apologize. So y'all know I always got to announce my technical difficulties, and it appears that we are without internet over here where I am. So we've still been able to manage to make this thing work. Why? Because, well, you just got to be prepared for these types of situations. Hey, Tanya McKenzie, Karen Nichols, I see you. Thank you. Hey, Tanya, look, I'm going to see you. I need to holler at you anyway. I'm coming to the crib here soon, so you be looking out for a brother on the block. Y'all, today's show. Now, I'm going to cover this weekend. I got to start out, and y'all are going to hear me say this multiple times before the end of this show. I have to start out that this was a phenomenal weekend in Minneapolis. And I ain't getting ready to say nothing yet. I ain't going to even drop no spoilers. I'm going to wait until we got, our guests on, because we're going to have Miss Valeria Connor and Mr. Henry on the show here in just a little bit. But Miss Soul Train, this is my man Frank and his wife Alex. Man, look, love y'all to death. When I tell y'all we made some good connections this weekend and we hooked up with some great people, man, it's an understatement for me to even say that, because there really are no words. There really is no explanation. And I can tell you this much. This event to me was the epitome of the fellowship that we should all share in this dance. I had so much fun. They made my life real easy this weekend, y'all. I'm going to dig deep. Y'all know I'm never really at a loss for words, but I don't know how many metaphors, adjectives, or anything else that I can use to give a description for what I experienced this weekend. But we going to try. So I want y'all to get ready. In the meantime, we're going to also, we're expecting a little later on in the show, so y'all be sure to stay tuned, Miss Lanora Goodwim, that's Pony Mac's wife, for those of you who don't know. They had Keep It Simple weekend down there in Birmingham, Alabama, which we were not able to attend because we can't split ourselves in half and go to two different events. But I heard that was also a phenomenal event, so we're going to have her on and Josiah a little bit later on and let them tell us about the festivities over there. I even heard somebody got engaged in Birmingham this weekend. See, these are the things that I love, man, about the stepping community, when you got so many people that are connecting to one another through this dance, man. This dance has created some fabulous, fantastic, phenomenal relationships and brought people together in ways, man, that I don't know that we would be coexisting without. I mean, you can do a lot of different things and do that, but this has been quite special. So with that said, I'm going to get my first guests on and get it cracking here. I hope we're coming through okay. Let's see, we're running a little bit slow. Y'all do me a favor. Put some, let me see if we get things working here. Put some ones in the chat if you got us coming through clear. Looks like we're not having the best feed here. Let me see. I gotta see y'all. It's a doggone shame when you pay the amount of money these people want these days for these services like the internets, and you still can't get what you want when you want it, because they got us They got us over here, man, in bad shape. And this is that new fiber optic stuff too. And they acting a stone cold fool. Yeah, thank you. Thank y'all. And I apologize for the freezing, but this is absolutely beyond my control. The AT&T fiber is doing the fool as we speak. And this is where, and I hate that too, because this is the one place where I'm supposed to be able to flow with my show, and it's not doing what I needed to do. And I already know once I bring in my guests, it's going to really cut up sideways. I'm trying to debate, y'all. Okay, let me ask y'all a question right quick. It's understood it's still in retrograde, yes. My daughter is definitely telling me that same thing. That retrograde thing has got a whole lot of stuff acting a fool out here. Now, some of y'all might not understand the whole metaphysical and astrological things that are happening right now, but it is actually a thing. Crystal Howard's girl says she can't load her bid whist game. Yeah, I think I don't know if this is a national thing or what's happening, but man, it's going down. It's all over. It's not just happening here. Okay, so the audio is okay, so y'all can deal with a little bit of the glitching on the picture. We ain't gonna worry too much about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get my guests in here, and if everything is still sounding smoothly, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it rolling, and just do it like that. And if we start having problems, y'all, I'm more than willing to cut the show for the day, and then we'll try and do it again when things are a little bit better. But I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I go any further, I want to introduce you to the host and hostess of the Denim Diamonds. I put Gala event on my thing. To Henry. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? How's it going, Brad? What's up?
Man, listen. Y'all are probably going to hear me say this multiple times throughout this entire show, because there are few words, in my best opinion, to give a full explanation as to what I experienced this weekend. Hold on one second. What you got?
It was a phenomenal weekend.
Yes, it was. Producer lady had to come in and say it was a phenomenal weekend. So generally how I do a recap is I generally start out with the very first day when we arrive. But before I do that, because I want you guys to help bring me through this. But before I do that, let me start out by saying, and first thanking the two of you for providing the Steppers community with what, in my best opinion, and I'm going to say this publicly to all who are listening, this had to be, out of all of the Steppers events that I've been to, past, present, and probably future, this had to be one of the most classy, well put together, most bang for the buck events that I have attended. I can't say enough good things about this event. I had two takeaways that could be considered negative. Could be. But I also realized, because I have given them a lot of thought between then and now, and I realized that they are opinions rather than something that I would say was bad, because there was nothing bad. There was nothing. When I say nothing, I mean there was nothing bad about this event. Period. Hands down. Full stop. Now, y'all are gonna know. Y'all are gonna recognize something that I ended up with in my bag on my way home.
What you got?
I have your mission statement.
What is
I
that?
was looking for
Oh,
that.
Yes.
that's our mission
He
statement.
put it on my table and everybody was gone and I was like, I stuck it in my bag. I was like, I gotta get this to them. And I stuck it in my bag and I forgot to pull it out and I never get. I have it. So you know where it is now. You can get it back. Anyway, I'm glad that I have it though right now. And the reason I'm glad I have it is because I want to read this to my audience.
Okay.
Imperial Steppers, Denim Diamonds mission to create a positive party environment where Chicago-style steppers, Kansas City two-steppers, line dancers, and R&B dancers can commingle. You accomplish that in spades. Their vision, to promote and produce a quality, put a pin right there, recognized steppers and dance event that empowers a healthy lifestyle. Now listen, empowers. I felt empowered. Valeria and Mr. Henry, you empowered Inside Stepping this weekend. You made our job so incredibly easy. It blew my mind. Never have we worked with a promoter who made our job this seamless. I'm gonna say this. I said it over the weekend. I said it on the show. I'm gonna say it again. Y'all need to give a promoters class. Y'all need to have promoters come. Forget stepping classes. Skip all the, we coming to sit down and take a steppers class. They need to take promoters classes, and y'all need to be the professors. Okay. Now I'm gonna stop right there. I got more. I'm gonna stop right there though, and we're gonna start tackling. Because, see, people are hearing me say these things, but I don't know if they understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. So what we getting ready to do is break it down for them, right? So we got there.
Okay.
We got there on, what day we get there? We got there Thursday.
Thursday.
And came in, very relaxed environment. Y'all's energy was very good. Y'all were relaxed. And if there were any problems, if y'all had anything going on that we didn't know about or we needed to know about, it was y'all held it. Y'all held y'all's cards close to your chest. It was a beautiful thing. Now, when we got there, Valeria say, y'all want to eat? And Henry kept saying, 6:30. It's 6:30. And I'm thinking, 6:30? Looking at my watch. He's like, no, room 6:30. Go to 6:30. 6:30. So we put all our stuff in the room and we got, and by the way, let me also say, greeted with a beautiful gift basket for my birthday. Thank you so much, Valeria. And let me also say, happy birthday to you and happy anniversary to the two of you. Y'all did all of this on a weekend. Y'all should be celebrating yourselves, but you were celebrating everybody else. How cool is that? See, and I'm saying that to say some other things too, and I'm going to get to that a little bit later on. But I want y'all, my audience, I want you to put a bookmark right there. They celebrated their anniversary and their birthday and her birthday during a time while they were allowing others to be celebrated. Now, got up to that hospitality suite. As soon as the door cracked open, Jack, listen to me. Y'all ever seen that Popeye cartoon where they open up the can of spinach and Popeye floating on the air, chasing after the aroma? That was me. Boy, listen. Boy, and somebody told me you could cook, Valeria. They said, they was like, oh yeah, Valeria, she throw down. She cook. Boy, listen. Man, I went in there and we ate good, baby. Okay, now. I'm going to shut up for just a minute because I can talk all night. Valeria, give me an idea of what was on your mind. I mean, you've done this. This was your 8th annual. I want to know what your mindset is like that allowed you to create such an extraordinary event. I just want to know what's ticking. What you thinking?
I think what I think is how I would like to go to Denim and Diamonds if I was coming as a stepper or just someone out to party. What would I want? What would I expect in a set? And
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of where it all starts, Brian. It's just thinking about others and how if it was just me going somewhere else, what I would expect and what I
Mm-hmm.
would want to happen and how I would want it to play out.
And I think what we do from just kind of dovetailing on that from a sense of a business kind of sense is that from the time our our people get there to the hotel, that's the time that the show actually starts.
Mm.
Okay, so from the
Got
time
it.
you get there,
Hmm.
and so then we have everything already that we're gonna do. You know, each
Planned out.
act it's all planned out. Each
Hmm.
activity
Hmm.
of the show, but it starts when you first get there.
That's right.
And so when you get there, um, we want to show some.
We want to greet
We want to greet
people on
people,
a personal
right?
level.
All of that, welcome,
Yeah.
folks, all that
Hmm.
kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
So we've been doing it for 8 years, like you said, and
well,
so
y'all got it
we
down.
learned
Y'all
how
got
to
it figured
just
out.
kind of do this.
Somebody on the feed said y'all understood the assignment, and I have to,
Absolutely.
hands down, I have to agree.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Devlin Rogers, I see
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you for checking in. Miss Claudine, all the way from Paris, France, hanging out with us tonight. How you doing, sweetie? So I I love that philosophy. And now to double back to what I said earlier about
Hmm.
the event and how you were able to do what you did. One thing became extremely evident to me and crystal clear that you all did this event. This was purely driven and energized by love. This was not
Amen.
a monetary gain
No,
situation where you all were in this like, oh, how much money we gonna make? And if you are, it doesn't show
that's it.
because we felt the love coming through the door. Like you said, Mr. Henry, and I love that philosophy. The show starts when the people show up, way before
That's
That's
right.
right.
everything else is what it was. And I have to agree, uh I felt that love coming straight into the game. I mean, y'all did that, man. Uh Pastor Dennis Howard Hodges in the house. Pastor D, my man, all the way down in San Diego, hanging out with us. Listen, that the entire from the minute, really, Mr. Henry, when you showed up at the airport, man, on time, prompt, got us. We gone. We get to the hotel. Everything operated like clockwork. He even had his little list in the car. Like, I gotta be here at this time, here at that time. Look, organized, Jack. I loved it. Uh, and I see your old dog. The collaboration is real. Checking in. Um, the idea that you treated others the way that you want to be treated was also, that is a phenomenal philosophy to have going into this, because a lot of promoters, you wonder sometimes why they do what they do. I know what some of the reasons are, but this is by far one of the first times that I've felt this level of care and attentiveness. Y'all just went above and beyond. Now we're gonna work our way through this, but you turned your phone around. Okay.
Oh, I had a call. How can I
Oh,
fix
that's what
that?
happened. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, because they flipped the screen around
Uh-oh.
on me.
Oh, there we go.
Wait.
Oh, you gotta turn it back.
Turn it back up and then turn it back down.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Mm. Turn it back up. This
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
There.
There we
Okay.
go.
Is that
Okay,
it?
now we back in the game. Um,
Okay.
So okay, so we had Thursday now, um,
Mm-hmm.
and I got some really good sleep. The hotel was great. The customer service at the hotel was top notch. Now that was the Sheridan, right? What was the name of that Sheridan?
That
Yes.
was the Sheraton Hotel Bloomington.
They did a fantastic job. Their customer service was unmatched. The place was clean. The people there literally understood the assignment. They did their job, period, all the way across the board. It was a beautiful thing. Chase Day, I see you, my man, all the way out there in Cali. LAN's checking in. Richard Hill Jr., how you doing? Um, I took note of yet another thing. When we got up on Friday morning, for the first time at a Steppers event, I felt about what party, what workshop, what this, what that. This was chill time. People went shopping. People went to the George Floyd Memorial. People went to Paisley Park. People went to the Mall of America and just relaxed and enjoyed themselves. That is an excellent touch because, you know, a lot of times people go to these events, they want to, you know, go different places, and we never really get to experience the local culture and the different things that are going on within the cities that we go to. And so I thought that was excellent. That was a very good touch to not be doing any doggone thing. Now,
That's right, chill day.
huh?
I said chill day.
Yeah, chill day. So by
Go to
Friday
the
night,
mall.
you know, we went on ahead and started getting ourselves situated and set up and getting everything ready. The vendors came in. You had some great vendors there, by the way. And the young lady and her husband, she was doing the makeup over there. They worked really well as a team.
Yeah. Yeah.
They did their thing, and she had a line, Jack. I was sitting there watching her. She was one after another, boom,
Yeah, she
boom,
was
boom.
fully booked.
Yeah, she was booked up. She did her thing with the makeup, and and you know what? Somebody suggested, but she did her thing with the makeup. She had all the ladies looking really fly. Um, did you have a certain criteria? Well, let's do this. Also, your sponsors for the event. My man David Jones, and I don't remember the name. I had his card over here. I don't know what I did.
Milburn Clothier.
Milburn Clothing.
Milburn Clothier
Okay.
in St. Paul.
Yeah, Milburn Clothier, and we're gonna get to him, and we in the contest as well. As a matter of fact, when we get to the Saturday part, but
Okay.
but the
David Jones was with Shaka P Chevrolet.
that's what I was looking for. What was the name of the Chevrolet dealership?
Shaka P Chevrolet.
Okay, and he is also a fellow classmate of mine, all the way from Chicago,
Oh,
CVS.
is that right?
Yeah, we went to high school together. He came out a year after me, and he's what we call a Cavalier, C4L, Cavaliers for
Right.
life. That's
Okay.
us. So you know, you can't go nowhere in the world without running into a Cavalier. Y'all are. I don't care where you at. We everywhere.
Okay.
And he was one of the judges in the contest. But he also
That's right.
he's also yet another one of those people who I was glad to be able to coexist with in your environment. Very professional gentleman, very, very wise in his business, and as well as connected to your one of your hosts. Now, your
Yeah.
host and
Yes,
hostesses for the evening, D. Barker,
Yes.
Maddie B, Shed
Right.
G, and then we had
Yeah.
now who your DJs for the event on Friday night was that Flash out of Kansas City, or was he on?
Yeah.
DJ Flash and DJ Shorty Smooth.
Right.
Right.
So we got one of the best DJs out of Kansas City for the two steppers.
Okay.
And then of course
Michael.
Shorty Michael, one of the best DJs in the stepping community.
Got you.
And so we put them both together.
Right.
Okay. And that worked
And
really well.
They work good together. And they work good with Shed G too.
Yeah. Well, Shed G is, from my best opinion, Shed G is probably easy to work with. He's very professional,
yeah,
He is.
and it stands to
yeah,
reason that he is the professional that he is because I found out that Shed G is a body double for Tyler Perry,
yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
and comedian.
Medea.
Yeah.
That's
He's
right.
Medea.
Mm-hmm.
Medea's double.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's
On the
Medea.
show.
He's Medea's double.
Got
Yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So y'all, when you watching those Tyler Perry movies and my dear is doing them stunts and all, and running and all
Uh-huh.
that type of thing, y'all are looking at Shed G. This was one of the co-hosts for this event.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Great
That's right.
guy. We have plans to connect here in the future, and he was funny. He was super funny, dude. He was tearing the room up with the comedy. And him and Maddie B, and Maddie B was being Maddie B. I love Maddie B. You gonna always get a good time when Maddie is around.
Mm-hmm.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. Stephen Wright, I see you. Thank you for checking in. Hey, Sandra Davis and Reggie Miles in the house. So that was a great touch in terms of keeping the party going and keeping everybody hyped. That was really good. Let me also point out one other thing that I observed, because I observed a lot of stuff. You guys did not spare any expense on your sound system. I am not gonna lie to you.
Yes.
I was standing there. We were in the room while setup was going on, and me and Shorty Smooth was standing there, and I told Shorty, I said, "Now, one smart thing about Mr. Henry and Valeria is that you all understand the people that you have coming to your event, which a lot of promoters could learn from.
Yes.
You knew what your numbers were going to look like. You had it at 250, right? You had 250. Now, sold out. And I was standing there looking at them speakers and those big old stands and the lights. And I told Shorty, I said, are we at a concert or is this a stepper set?
I know.
I was like, bro,
Right.
is like all of this necessary in this little room?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And I said to myself, I was like, now see, this how you do it. Like real talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to congratulate y'all on being that mindful to make sure. Listen, y'all even had a sound man at the back of the room making sure the lights and the sound did what it was supposed to do all night long. Where do they do that at? I've not seen anybody at a stepper set do that before. Y'all killed that. Y'all nailed that one. Y'all had a man literally in the room making sure that the lights and sound was doing everything they were supposed to do all night long. Now, I know we have other events like, shout out to my man, Stevie Ray down in Houston, who I'll be collaborating with this weekend, coming for Texas Heat down in Houston. But he does a phenomenal job as well with what he does. But I've never seen him sit in the room and make sure that everything is, operating and working lights and stuff. That was a first for me at a stepper set. I'm used to seeing that at a concert. So, just an observation. I'm just saying. Anyway,
You know what, Brian? That's another thing that sometimes you go to a event, but you can't really hear what the performer. You can't hear them clear.
It's muffled.
That muffled, or it's like you have it turned up too loud, and you're not really getting distortion.
Yep.
And so that's one of my pet peeves. I do not like that distortion.
Well, you absolutely eliminated the possibility of any of that taking place this weekend. You killed that one. You killed that. You killed any potential for anything outside, anything sound wise, squashed. Y'all had that one dead on. I love that.
One of our performers used to be. We had him several times. Carmichael.
Right.
And and he. So the sound system, we wanted it real clear, so that his voice, would shine through.
Yeah.
And he was appreciative of that. He could hear. You could hear him clearly. And so that's where we kind of got that
Well,
from.
that y'all definitely, I appreciate the fact that y'all take that much care to make sure that was, and the room was beautiful, by the way. The lighting was great. Everything about the way it was set up was top notch. It was, like I said, I this is probably, and all of the listeners and people who watch this show know one about it all the time and how necessary it is to have the quality in your event. My quote that I will say on this show repeatedly and constantly, and I always tell people, and I want you to remember this, and this absolutely is the epitome of what happened this weekend. Never measure an event by the quantity of the people in attendance, but by the quality of memories you create with the people who are present. Baby, let me tell you something. We created some memories this weekend. And
That's right. That's
it
right.
didn't need to be more than 250 people. It didn't need to have all these, all this. Listen, the fanfare and the bells and whistles was on point. They was there. The quality.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we have a pretty good crowd, a diverse crowd of
That's
people.
right.
absolutely.
From
So I was very happy with that. Now, I'm anxious to get to Saturday, but Friday night went great. We closed it out, and of course, with Maddie being in the room, a lot of line dancing went on. And Shorty Smooth and Flash did their thing, and we had a great evening. It could not have gone, in my best opinion, any better. Now, Saturday, and we went to bed. I didn't get into bed till probably about 3-4 in the morning, by the way. I'm just saying, because that thing went on for a while. So I'm also another thing, I think, another observation and something that shocked me. You all pretty much had the run of the hotel. You usually don't see people, the hotels are usually saying, oh, we got other guests. Nah. I didn't hear that once. There were no complaints. There were nothing. We even had people coming in from other places. A bunch of people came from upstairs, downstairs to see what was going on and tried, wanted to come in and check it out. Now, y'all definitely had the run of the spot. Hell, when I got there, you was out there in the middle of the hotel lobby working on your stuff. So, like you owned the place, right? So, Saturday. Hold on one sec. Sandra Davis, I know, baby. We are at an internet deficit at the moment. I think there is some sort of either a local outage or a national outage, and I am working on a bare bones system at the moment. So you gotta have to bear with me. This is something that is way beyond my control. The fiber optic in my area is going haywire. In fact, I am operating off of a mobile system rather than my home system, which is bad, but it is what it is. So bear with us. So on Saturday, we got up. And by the way, Mr. Henry, I want to thank you for breakfast on Friday. We appreciate that. It was a very good breakfast. I had a fantastic omelet.
Yeah, it was good. Good restaurant.
Yeah, so
So Brian, how'd you like that atrium? How'd you like the atrium?
I'm getting to that.
Oh, you
I'm getting to that. I'm coming up on that.
Okay.
Yeah. So and once again, you all helped to make the broadcast of this show that much better by us getting with the hotel and getting us some serious power behind the internet system in there. And so I want to thank you for that, because it made for a phenomenal showing. Lots of people watched and they loved every minute of dinner. Now this is where I want to get into this thing about the hotel. There's an atrium in this hotel, you guys, that is literally like if it's part of the lobby. If you look over the balcony in the lobby, you see the lower floor where the atrium is, which was the same floor that the party was on, right? So down there, they set up tables. Now, mind you, I want you to think about this. This is not where we danced at. This is a whole separate area. And they had 10 people, 10-person tables set up throughout the entire area of that room, big room, with a walkway that goes over the top of all of it. And a fabulous stairway that goes down into the area. Now, dinner was served there. Now, here's what I gotta point out. The dinner. Oh, and by the way, Miss Valeria, fabulous entrance down the stairway in your beautiful gown. She came into the room. Yes, I own the place. It's mine. The sit down dinner. Now at 5:30, you guys, doors open. Not the set. This is a formal black tie type sit down dinner and concert. Not the stepper set now. Let me start by saying even the damn salad was good, okay? I was sitting there eating the salad like, damn, this salad is good. What they got in here? Crack. Anyway, so we had the salad. There was baked chicken. They had some fancy name for it. I don't remember what it was. The chicken and green beans, and I believe it was mashed potatoes. The food, top notch. I'm talking, it was really good. But the highlight, while we ate, damn it.
Stuart Orlando Morgan.
It was the Orlando part I couldn't remember. Stuart Orlando Morgan of Blue Magic serenaded us all throughout dinner. He sang all the songs, all the classics, some of the, Blue Magic, the deals. I mean, he went in, he sang, baby, listen. It was phenomenal. Even he said, I've never done this before. This is the first time in all these years, and I've never sang for people while they had dinner. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was thoughtful. It was elegant and extremely classy. My man Shed G hosted. He had all the jokes. He kept everybody laughing. He and Stuart worked the whole room. Mr. Morgan worked the entire room. He went around, he sang to the ladies at the tables, and he didn't miss a note all night long. The sounds were the speaker setup in that room was equally as phenomenal as the rest of the hotel for the night. That was a fantastic part of this event. What was even cooler than that, after we finished our dinner and Valerie and Mr. Henry made their announcements and passed out their awards, we had 1 hour to chill between dinner and the stepper set. So you could go and do a wardrobe change, which a lot of people did. Wardrobe changes, or you could come right into the hallway, right outside the ballroom, have cupcakes, candy, cookies, drinks, beverages, coffee, tea, mingle, get to know the people that you're hanging out with, the people that you existing with within that energy and that space before you even go in the room and sit down or dance. I thought that was an excellent touch. That was beautiful. And then the doors opened. And when the doors opened, everybody filed into the room and started coming in. Shorty Smooth and DJ Flash was in there, had the music pumping, and they hit the dance floor to work that food off from dinner.
That's right.
Excellent, 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 excellent. I don't know that I've ever been to a Steppers event that was this laid back, yet on point. Now, what made you decide to do something like this with the sit down dinner, just the elegance of it all. Like, 5:30, 6 o'clock, we sitting down eating. We gonna dance later. This wasn't one of them. You go to the stepper set and you get your plate and you go to your table, then you get up and go dance. Wasn't none of that. This was a completely separate area for dinner. What made you do that?
Well, when we went to the hotel to initially scan it out to see if it was somewhere we wanted to use, I saw that whole big old area, and I was just thinking, how can I utilize this? I didn't want to put my vendors in there, but I'm thinking this is something we could do something with this. And I asked the lady, I said, have you guys ever thought about? No, first I asked her, do you guys have enough tables where we could have tables in the banquet room where the dance was, and enough tables to put, in the ballroom?
That is a lot of tables. I didn't even think of that. You're right.
Or could you get some tables from some of your other hotels and bring here? And she said, well, how many do you think you'll need? And I said, about maybe 44 altogether. And she said, oh, sure, we can make that happen. And so then my wheels start rolling. I'm thinking, I'm looking at that stage with the stairs over there. And I'm thinking, we made it a stage.
Yeah, you did. You absolutely did.
So we were like, okay, he could sing over there, and he could come down and go into the. And I said, yeah. Well, I just told her this is what I want to do. I want to set up my dinner in this area, and she said we can make that happen.
Man,
and they made it happen.
Well, they did. Y'all did that. I've never seen anything like it on.
We were.
Yeah, they were. It was just a matter then of getting the sound man to be able to have enough equipment for both.
And he made it happen.
Rooms.
Well, he did that because them speakers he had out there, Jack, was loud. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, this atrium is basically in the lobby, and you got the restaurant and everything. And I was like, he was blowing up the whole building. Like you probably could.
Serenaded the whole hotel.
It was probably people on the 6th floor could hear him.
Yeah, they could hear it in the bedroom.
All the way up because it goes all the way up.
All the way to the 6th floor.
And then there's natural acoustic in there.
That's right.
Yep.
There's a natural acoustic.
It was just a beautiful sound.
So the people in the rooms were looking out of the window.
Wow.
Or they were hanging over the balcony watching the show.
Yeah. Like they were looking down in the rotunda saying, oh my God, what is this?
Now, it's funny. And you know what? It never occurred to me to look up. Ain't that something?
You didn't even look up.
I never looked up.
You would have saw them looking down, on us. Like,
I should, you know what? And that's something I missed. I should have had a camera and pointed it up just to show how that looked, because it was beautiful.
That would have been.
Yes, it was.
They were dancing up there.
Wow.
Above the atrium.
That's deep. That's real deep right there.
It was awesome.
I was so busy focusing on making sure I had the camera on Stewart and making sure that I was covering everything, that it just never my mind, and I knew the space was there because I had looked at it earlier. I looked at it, looked at everything, and it just did not occur to me to put that camera up there. Wow.
Right.
Well,
that's good. But it was nice.
Yes, it was very nice. So moving into now on Saturday, and we skipped over this, and I shouldn't have. On Saturday afternoon, you had workshops. You had stepping workshop, right?
Correct.
And that was Carlos.
Carlos Fortune, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Carlos Fortune did his workshop, and then Maddie B did the line dance workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And D. Barker did a
two-step workshop.
Okay, good. Yeah,
all
D.
the
Barker.
workshops, they all were packed.
Now, not only were they all packed, they were also all inclusive, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, y'all notice, I want y'all to hold this, because you notice I haven't mentioned how much this event costs yet. But I'm not going to say it yet, because I want to finish getting through everything that came with this. Now, workshops were all inclusive. You had line dance, and Maddie B did teach a new line dance by the way.
A couple of them.
Carlos Fortune with the Steppers Workshop, and D. Barker with the two-step workshop. Now, so we get into the evening. Once again, Shorty Smooth, DJ Flash. They did their thing. They played that good music all night. Inside Steppin' was able to acquire some phenomenal interviews, really good interviews with some really good people. If you all can all go to the YouTube channel Inside Steppin' and check out the festivities from the weekend because they're all there, been recorded. Check them out. You can see for yourself what we're talking about. Now, Saturday late night, when it came time to get ready to close everything out, we started breaking the system down, and the music played until about 1 o'clock almost.
But wait. You forgot one part.
Yeah,
Come on.
You forgot the best dress.
Hey, that's why I got you. That's why I got y'all on here. You know what? You show right. How could I forget that? How could I forget?
And you also forgot to mention that we had Dow Tone, the producer, that blew the damn roof off this.
See, this is why I need my notes in front of me. You show right. Look. This why.
We can't forget Dow Tone.
It's so much stuff.
Flashlight there.
See, this show. This
and I had the flashlights.
I should have.
That was a performance by itself. That was a whole.
I should have had my notes in front of me. You show right. Dow Tone, the producer. Yet another great dude that I met for the first time this weekend. Yeah, he got awesome. Played his music, had the crowd going. That was very cool. It was really good to meet him. Great guy, really down to earth. I enjoyed talking to him. He and we spent a lot of time chopping it up. Great guy. Now, how could I forget? How could I forget? See, this goes to show you right here. There was so much good stuff going on
so much.
that you could. Okay, y'all. The best dressed male contest, right? Yeah. There were probably 15 guys. Do you remember how many it was exactly? I think it was about 15.
Oh, yeah, it was actually 12. It was 12.
Was it 12?
No, it was about 17.
Okay. 17 guys step a sharp, hit the floor to win this $1,500. Now, there was some pretty clean fellas there.
Brian, let me tell you why we did this.
Come on.
Brian. Okay, because typically it's always a lot of women. More women than men at the step step.
That's true.
And that's everywhere. Even in two-step in Kansas City. So we said, well, what can we do to kind of lure
more men
to come?
Yeah.
You know, we had a contest. It was a blue jean, best dressed blue jean contest.
Okay.
And it was co-ed. We had that before. And I said, well, why don't we have an all male? And this time, stepper sharp or formal. It don't have to be jeans, whatever you want to wear.
Got you.
To try to see if we can get some men to come and try to get that money.
Right.
Okay. So that's why we did it.
Well, y'all did a great job with that. The guys showed up and showed out. And I am not going to say what my thoughts were about win, lose, or draw. I had my thoughts going into it. I started learning not to be trying to figure stuff out when it comes to who gonna win and who's not. Although I have to admit that I was, in my back of my mind, I was right about who did take first place. Cause I ain't gonna lie. The man was clean. Now it was don't get it twisted. A lot of them guys was sharp. They was clean. They was definitely clean. Shout out to my man Lockman with the fairy dust. Dude came out with the glitter jack. He hit him in the head with it.
That's right.
That was clever. And of course he was clean as he could be. But I have to admit that I really liked the suit that the guy had on that won. I was looking at it and I just, the way it was put together, the color match.
Put together nice.
Yeah, it was just well accessorized and everything. I just was like, okay, that dude is clean.
Hey, Brian, did you see how he was showing the red bottom
Yes,
shoes.
he got up there. Now, for all of y'all that's watching, and you want to know what we're talking about, go to Inside Stepping
gotta
on
go watch.
YouTube.
You gotta go.
Go toward the end of the event, and you will get to see the way what we're talking about, the event itself. Yeah, dude got up there and he popped that toe up. That swag was unbelievable.
Yeah, he did.
Showed the bottom of that shoe. I was like, go on, boy.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he showed it.
Oh yeah.
But
That was
the suit he had on, I really like that suit. That pattern was cold. It had a little bit of orange in the plaid
right,
that made
right.
that vest he had on
Nice
pop. I was like, ooh boy.
Nice ensemble.
Yeah.
He put it together nice. Yeah.
Right now,
He put it together.
your
really
sponsor
nice.
for that event was the clothier, right?
Milburn. Yep. They were one of them, and of course David Jones was.
Okay, got you. Yeah, that was a very, very fun event. So for those of you who are not aware, the first place winner took home $1,000. Second place winner took home $300, and third place winner took home $200. So y'all know what you need to do for next year. So get ready for that.
Next year it's gonna be the women.
Next year
It's gonna be the
Oh,
women.
okay, ladies next year, right?
Women,
Got you.
female.
Okay. Big brother Bruce Palmore, I see you. Thank you for checking in, my man. I see you, Riri, in the house. Sheila White, how you doing? Yeah, that's okay. So next year, ladies, best dressed.
Yeah.
Get it together, cause it's coming. Nah, yeah.
Won't be no
Show the
funny
money.
stuff and no
Show me the
talking.
money, baby.
Let them see it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so, and I gotta revisit this. Man, y'all's hospitality, y'all made my life so easy. This is the first time I've not had to just work my tail all the way off to get to where we were with this event, man. Y'all, and I'm gonna put. I literally I've been thinking about this for the last 2 days, and I have to put you all. You all are gonna be in my top 5. I generally keep a top 5 because I judge that by in my head, and you all covered all the bases, literally. Again, I'm speaking for next year. Put it on your calendar. I'm telling you now, we will be promoting it again for next year. So y'all might as well just get ready, because if you wanna have a classy, fun, relaxed atmosphere and an energetic event that makes you feel at home, you all made everybody feel like a VIP, and for me that goes a whole long way. It's a big difference when you do what you do in this community for the people. When you're a community leader and you're a promoter and you're one of the people that help to facilitate what we do in this dance, and you're doing it because of the people.
Yes.
Man, look, the rest of it gonna do what it do, and y'all did that. So, my hats.
Thank you very much.
My braids is nappy, but my hat's off to y'all.
But your fro was banging.
Yeah, we had the fro rocking all weekend long. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It was on point.
Now, when we left, and you know what? And that's another thing, man. Y'all must have battery packs in y'all butts, cause look, me and my wife, me and Poppy was tired, but y'all was up and at it, man. You made sure we got to the airport on time, and I just want y'all to know we sat in that airport until 12:30. The plane we got on, when we got there, we were already early, but we really only had about 45 minutes before the plane was supposed to board. And when we got, and by the way, TSA decided to do a cavity check on me. They just went all through my stuff. Man, look, they got a lot of equipment, and I know how they are. Man, if they didn't dismantle everything I had, I literally had to repack both my carry-ons getting on a plane. But when we got to the gate, we literally were about to board the plane, And as we got on,
Mm-hmm.
soon as the first, we were one of the first people on there. Soon as we got up there, the pilot was walking back and he said, "Oh, we're not going anywhere." And the stewardess was like, "Yeah, we're not boarding." So we had to go back up the
Wow.
ramp and go sit back down.
Wow.
And they were supposed to be
Mm.
fixing the plane and they couldn't fix it. So they had to fly a plane in from Chicago. So they got there
Oh,
and we didn't get out of there until around 12:30. So, but no
Wow.
worries. Everything, did exactly what it was supposed to do, and we're happy.
Mm-hmm.
mhm.
I hope y'all are happy. I hope that we were able to provide you with the
No,
Very,
services
very,
that you
very,
wanted.
very.
And I have
outstanding.
nothing
You're
but
right.
Inside stuff, outstanding.
Right. We appreciate you.
Very professional.
thank
Very
you,
Yes.
professional.
thank you, and I have nothing but good
Now
things. Hmm.
you said it was a couple of things um that you wanted to
To go
tell
back
us
and
that
talk
we could
about.
do it.
We gon'
Yeah,
we
that
gon-
we
we
could
gon'
do
we
them.
gonna discuss that offline to you people.
Hmm.
But
There we
here's the
go.
reason why
Yes.
I'm saying that. Being in this, see, I'm still a person. I do inside stepping, and I have my objectivity that I have to be concerned about when I'm talking about things that go on at these events. However,
Hmm.
I also have an opinion, and I personally do not
Hmm.
like to operate in opinion. I like to operate in facts. So therefore, I will
Okay.
not express my opinion publicly about some things which are minor as hell, and I will
Okay.
discuss them with you two because it may be something that I mean, everybody has their reasons for doing what they're doing. The event came off flawlessly. It did everything that it was supposed to do. And the only thing that I would be trying to do in that regard would be to with my commentary, would be to enhance what you do and potentially make it where, and I don't even know if you want more people because you may not. There are some promoters who have numbers in their head and they're not interested in going past that. I know a couple, and but I know that there are areas that would appeal to a wider audience, and that I will keep to
Okay.
myself until we discuss it.
Okay.
Other than
Okay.
that,
All right. All right.
I have
Real
nothing
good.
bad to say whatsoever about Denim and Diamonds, Bloomington, Minnesota. I had a phenomenal time, and again, it is in my top. It is now in my top 5. So, with that said, I mean, there's nothing else to talk about in that regard.
Okay.
Well, thank you
Thank
Y'all
very
you.
much,
did that.
man. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Y'all killed the
Thank
game.
you.
And I'm gonna tell you like this. Again, other promoters could take a lesson from you guys. Now, the coup de grace. Let me end this interview by notifying the entire audience. All of this costs $100, all included. 100
Right.
little funky
Hmm.
$1
Funky
bills.
dog.
Got you a sit down dinner with a concert, Dalton, the producer, a
Mm.
$1,500 men's best dress contest,
Hmm.
the snacks, the hors
A
d'oeuvres,
comedy. We got the
Hmm.
comedy. We got the
Appetizers after the
comedian.
show.
the hosts, the comedians,
Comedian.
uh,
Free workshops.
the
3 of them.
workshops.
Free workshop.
Hmm.
Y'all want to talk
Some
about?
of the finest shopping in the world.
There you go.
Val said. Val said some of the
Ladies.
finest shopping in the world.
Hey, y'all want to talk about bang
Hmm.
for the buck? This is it. This is the bang for the buck right here. You get all
Yeah.
the bang for the buck at Denim and
Hmm.
Diamonds. So
Hmm.
y'all need to mark this one on your calendar. Val, do y'all have dates for next year yet?
Um, I'm thinking it's going to be the 28th and 29th because we try to host it every last
Last weekend of
weekend in
September.
September.
Okay.
Okay, so
Y'all heard it here.
And
Mark your calendars.
we're going back to 2 days next
maybe
year.
it
And
all
we're maybe
depends. It all depends.
Okay.
we may
It all depends. So we'll
okay,
see.
we'll
We're
Well,
kind of
save the date.
looking on the
Y'all know
plate.
it's the last weekend
Hmm.
in September. Save the date.
Always.
Mark it on your calendars. Pastor D, mark it
Minnesota.
on your calendar, my brother. Um, so, with that
And as
said,
soon as we know and lock it in,
it,
we will inform you
is
guys.
there anything that you want to convey on the way out?
We just appreciate you and
We
Poppy.
do.
You guys are great, outstanding, professional, the
That's
whole
right.
9 yards.
That's right.
We appreciate you coming.
That's
We
right.
appreciate you choosing us.
That's right.
Um,
Man,
so thank you very much for
Very
that.
appreciative.
I get, it's kind of like, you help to put other people to know about
That's right.
Denim and Diamonds. So we
We thank you
appreciate
for
it. We
that.
thank you for that.
well, y'all are definitely in my rotation. I appreciate the accolades. I couldn't ask for anything more. Y'all did the phenomenal job. So
Thank you.
I'm trying, Bobby. I'm trying to get the producer lady in here in case because she'll mess around and she'll get off. We'll get off here. And she'll be like, "Did you say this? Did you ask that?" And I don't want to hear her mouth. Come here. See,
I'm glad I came back in the house.
I'm
I
glad
was
you
outside.
did too. What you
Yes,
got
you
anything
go.
before we go?
Do you guys have your
Hey, Poppy.
hey?
Hey, Poppy.
Hey, Poppy.
Hey.
Do you guys have your dates for next year?
We already talked about
Oh,
that. We got that.
The last weekend.
It will be the last weekend in September.
okay. Nope, I don't have any questions. Y'all discuss
Okay.
price?
Yep.
Nope. I suggest everyone wait for her pre-sale.
That's right.
And that'll be coming real soon.
Real soon.
All right. Let us know so we can announce
Thank
it as
you,
well.
guys.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
and
So
we,
Love you guys.
all right,
Love
Poppy.
you.
Good night.
Thank you.
all right.
We're gonna get a bigger place, Ryan. We're gonna get
Definitely.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger place.
We're going to blow the balls out. That's right.
Cause I can
Thank
tell
you.
you now, this is gonna be. I mean, it was a great event. I can't even
you.
express
Well, thank you.
anymore what that means. So, all right, Valeria
Thank you.
and Mr. Henry.
All right.
Listen,
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. Thank you so very
God
much
bless you, man.
for having us.
Thank
We loved everything about it, and we love y'all. And we want you to have yourselves a wonderful evening. Y'all get
Love you
some
too,
rest.
man.
Thank
Happy birthday, Valeria, and happy
Will
anniversary
do.
to both of
Thank
y'all.
you. Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Take care.
Y'all have a
everyone.
good night now. Peace.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Now, before we go tonight, I have one more person who I need to discuss because there was an event in Birmingham, Alabama this weekend, y'all. Keep it simple. It was the Keep It Simple weekend. And I'm about to have Miss Lanora on the show because she was one of the hosts. She's the hostess. Her make it because we were tied up in Bloomington, Minnesota, doing our thing. Don't tell me she's not gonna be able to answer the phone. Watch out there now. Come on, Lenore. Anyway, so I don't have enough, I guess, forward because it is absolutely worth every dime, and looks like we're not going to get them in tonight. Let me do this here. We're gonna do this right here. Since we can't get them, we're gonna go here. We're gonna call up an old standby, somebody that was in the building, so we can get some understanding about what really went on. So we'll know. Don't tell me I ain't gonna get no. There he is.
Yo, B, what up?
I don't know, man. It's your world. Talk to me.
What's up? What you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about, man? How
Hold
was
up.
Birmingham this weekend, man?
Are you serious?
You got to talk to me, man. Look, I couldn't get what's going on. I couldn't get Miss Lenora on the phone. I tried.
What happened?
No answer. Yeah, we tried. We couldn't get her on. So, yeah, hey, it happens.
You watch this. Yeah, you sure called me at the wrong time. I got a class, a Bible class I got to go to in a minute.
Oh.
But okay, check this out.
Well, listen, you ain't
Hold
even
on.
got to stay long. I just want you.
Listen to me. I'm gonna call Lanora, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell her that you're trying to call her and tell her to answer the phone.
Listen, tell her to ring in on ring me on my page, and we'll go from there. If she can do it in time.
Okay, but I will say this: 10-year anniversary of Keep It Simple weekend. Man, we had a ball. Man, it was fun, man.
It
It
sounds
was fun.
like it.
I'm gonna give you that, but I'm gonna let her give you the rest of it.
All right, man. Get back to the good book, man. See,
All right,
that's why we love you, Joe. Look at you. Get your Bible study on, man. Holla back.
All right, man. I'll let you.
Peace, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna give it just a couple of minutes and see if Miss Lanora will chime in. But look here, while we waiting, it is critically important, and I'm happy that the tide is seemingly beginning to turn in regard to people and other people around this Steppers community. Sometimes putting on events like we experienced this weekend, as long as we have people like Lanora and Pony Mac with community to eliminate some of the bad actors. Because let me tell y'all something, and I gotta tell you this, one very important factor. In past years, when it came to events, there weren't this many. I can remember a time when there were maybe 3 or 4 or 5 big events across the whole country at the Turkey Trot or Harlem Nights, something like that. And those were considered the bigger events, and there weren't, and people like, oh, you going out to Vegas this year, or you going, everybody knew, you going to St. Louis this year, everybody knew where you was going. Well, now we have so many other players in the game, so many other people putting on events. Now, let's face it, just like everything else in life, you have some people that are better at doing things than others. Some people struggle to do these things. And I'm not going to lie to you. I believe competition is necessary all the way across the board. And that includes this media side. There are a lot of people who are popping up, trying to do videos and trying to do the different things in this regard. And in doing that, they are attempting to build a better mousetrap. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I think that it's oftentimes necessary for us to build better mousetraps and to do things better. If I had not myself made an attempt to build a better mousetrap, then we wouldn't have Inside Stepping. So the whole thing is, it's necessary for others to attempt to do the things that, are making the community better. But when we have people who try to do things in this community and they're not doing them right or correctly, and they're causing problems and they're making things bad, what?
Oh, this is Joe Simon. It's under custom steppers.
I got it. We're up.
Oh, he said
You always,
He just called me up, giving me information.
when we have all of these people who are doing things that are not above board and making just a mess of the community. See, I got a problem with these kind of people. Now, I try to make it my business not to just go around bad mouthing and talking about other folks. But what I do want to do is showcase those who put forth the effort, the energy, and the love to make sure that the rest of us